Okay, good evening. You are surely going to be cooking again. What's cooking today or tonight for dinner? And I think I put it in the title that I was going to use the induction burner again, and we were going to stir fry, and then we're going to do some picanha. Okay, and I've never cooked picanha on here, but we're going to be using the induction burner and a 10-inch skillet. Okay. And some of the things that we use for this, we're going to be using some spices here, some of this Thai fish sauce, garlic, salt right there, olive oil, okay, some butter. I actually have some other kind of butter too that I grabbed it out of the fridge. I'm just going to see what it turns out like. And then some rosemary, and then some seasoned pepper. Okay, and we're going to start out with the stir fry, and then we're going to shift into the picanhas. And right there, that there is a picanha. Very tasty. Okay, nice fat cap on there. Oh yeah, these taste really good, especially when I grill them outside over coals. But we're going to try doing this with a cast iron skillet and an induction burner. Okay, and the first thing that we're going to start out with is when it comes to the stir fry, we're going to have ginger, garlic, some tiny carrots that I chopped up, and then some onions. Okay, and how did I chop them up? My handy dandy stained high carbon steel knife right here from Dexter. Okay, and this is sharp. I like it because I can sharpen quickly and get it back on edge. And it does the business there. It does the business, if you know what I mean. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna go and grab the pot. Let's just put it over here, and I'll plug it in. I'm not gonna start it yet. One of the things that recommended was to make sure that you have something in your pot, in this case skillet, because it will definitely heat up quickly. Okay, and by default, it's set to default to 5.0 watts. Temperature-wise, it defaults to 320. Okay, I kind of shift over and do the wattage, or correction, the temperature right here versus the watt or power heating. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on. You can see how it defaults to 5.0. I'm gonna switch it to temperature 320 now. You can hear the fan blowing, okay, and it's already heating up pretty quickly. Okay, you're gonna bring this down a little so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, and so we're gonna start off with some garlic, a little bit of garlic, a little more garlic, a little more garlic. Okay, and I've got this handy dandy metal spatula. And we're going to start it off at 320, but I'm going to bump it up to 370. And we're going to let it do its thing, okay? And right now I can still touch the sides of it and the handle. You can hear it starting to sizzle. Hear that sizzling? Okay. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm mainly just trying to roast the garlic, start getting a little brownness to it. And then from there, I'm gonna add, let's see, the onions and the carrots. I think I'm gonna go with the carrots next, but I want some more garlic because, rule of thumb, I'm an amateur at this. I mainly just cook for, well, for me. And in this case, you can never have too much garlic. It's a rule of thumb. If you can add more garlic, go ahead. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get this starting to get that nice little brownish look. Look at that. Look at that. We turn it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw in the carrots. A lot of carrots. Okay. A lot of carrots. Let's just throw that baby in there. Okay. And to stop it from continuing on and kind of roasting it, we're going to stop the burning. We're going to use some of this fish sauce. It smells, but it tastes good. Just a couple of drops, a few more drops, maybe a little bit more. Okay. All right, we're gonna let that go. It's at 340 right now. I'm gonna add the ginger. A lot of ginger. That smell of the carrots, the garlic, and the ginger is really good. Really good. I'm liking it. And you can see how quickly it's already heating up. Sort of getting that nice look that I want it to do. Okay, so already I'm on a roll. So let's go ahead and add the onions. These I just pretty much sliced up. Here, let's just kind of break it up a little. Okay. And here we're just looking for it to get that translucent look to it as well. Okay. And I got these little butter things here. Here, I need it. Right here, let's just drop some butter in there because you can never have too much or too little butter. Oh, that's smelling good already. Okay. And I'm mainly looking for the onions to get translucent. Flip it over a little. And I'm thinking, let's go ahead and add some more ginger. In fact, let's go ahead and put all the ginger in there. You know, I cut it up already. I don't need it for the steaks. We will use the garlic for the steaks. Okay. I'm going to drop the temperature down just a tad bit to 320. Okay. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay, actually, let me, I'm one of these guys, I'm like OCD, I need to have a clean kitchen, so I tend to just wash things on the fly, so that when I'm done eating, I really don't have much to wash. So I'm just going to wash on the fly as the food is cooking. Right now it's at 320. Okay. Okay. All right, just enough time to come back to it. Look at this. Look at that. Nice. All right, at this point I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. Okay, just a little bit more. I'm going to add a little garlic salt and some of this seasoned pepper. Okay. Just dump it right in there. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the broccoli. Okay. And here we'll just kind of mix things up and just kind of get it toasted. All right. This probably worked better with a wok, but I made this work using this baby right here. Okay. Smelling good already. Okay. While that's going, let me wash my hands real quick. I'm going to clean this dish over here that I've got, because I'm going to end up putting the stir fry there. And I might as well add a little bit more of this fish sauce, because just a little bit of fish sauce, and then we'll go from there. All right. Let's go ahead and flip it over. All right, look at that. Smells good. I really like it. So once we get this one cooked, we will we'll put this aside, and then let's go ahead and mush that one up. Cut that one a little bit more. Need it to get a little bit more softer. Move that over. Okay. And really, the induction burner is just doing awesome right now. Okay. All right, I need it to kind of cook a little bit more. And then this one, we're actually going to mix it up a little. Let me grab one of these translucent onions. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. I like the ginger taste to it also. It's really bringing out some of those flavors. Okay. I'm going to drop the temperature down to 300 now. Okay. At this point, I'm mainly working the broccoli so that it'll get to that desired texture that I like. Okay. Okay. Looking good, looking good. All right. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and add some of the stir-fry sauce. Okay, this one is a mix of cornstarch and other goodness. Okay, and that'll also help kind of chill things when it comes to the carrots and the onions that are there. And at this point, I'm just going to kind of crank up the heat just a little bit to 320. I mean, one of the things about the induction burner is it's got a fast reaction time. I've dropped the temperature, it drops. I up it, it quickly heats up. It's a whole different game when it comes to this style cooking. It's like there's no preheating. It's really like it's ready to go. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, and the cornstarch kind of excuse me, kind of gives it a little mix to make the stir fry sauce that's in there a little bit thicker. Okay. And you could technically cook it longer if you like your broccoli more soggy. I kind of like it in between. I like not too soggy, not too crispy. Okay. But, oh yeah, this is smelling really good right now. Okay. And the cool thing about this is easy cleanup. Oh. That is some tasty onions, or correction, carrots. Okay. I'll let it kind of do its thing here, and then I'm going to flip it over again. Okay, just do a quick flip. Make sure, what I'm trying to really do is just make sure all the broccoli is getting coated with some of that goodness. And also getting the soft texture that I'm looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead and let it simmer some more here. Okay. Alright, let me get back over here. We're going to go clean stuff again. Because we can. Because the key is we want to make sure everything's all cleaned up and everything. So when it's time to eat, all we're doing is eating, not cleaning, you know? Alright, so cooking on the fly, cleaning on the fly, and what do you get? You get some tastiness. Alright, so we'll let it go ahead and keep cooking here while we'll take a little adult grape juice break. Oh yes, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and flip it again. Onions are getting really translucent, so I like that. Broccoli is getting that right amount of firmness as well as sogginess. I don't know how to pronounce that or describe that. Okay. Let me just kind of coat it with some more goodness and get it going. And then while I'm here, I kind of spy one here in particular that just needs to be tasted. Yeah. That's good. That's very good. All right. Let me go ahead and bump the temperature down just a little bit more. I just don't really, I don't want the carrots to get overcooked while the broccoli is still catching up. You know, I mean, maybe I should have did the broccoli first. Nah. It's a great thing about cooking is it's whatever you want. Excuse me, whatever you want to do. Okay. Oh yes, me likes. Oh look, wait a minute. I think this one. Oh, it's good, but it's hot. All right. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna go put it into a serving bowl. That just happens to be the one that I had the broccoli in earlier. And I'm gonna let it kind of roast a little bit more in its juices in that serving bowl. And what happens is it's not too soggy, it's not too raw, crispy. It's got that right mix that I like. And at this point, I think we're ready to go ahead and put it in the chile. Okay. First, we'll have a little toast here. Yes. Very good. Very good. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of scoop these in here. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Okay, I'm just gonna go and put it in here. Tasty goodness. Love this induction burner. So you hear the fan still going. It'll run for a few minutes while it's cooling things down, and also have a little warning deal on there that it's hot. Let me grab something here real quick. All right. Grab a hot pad because it is hot now. Let's just kind of slide things over here, and I'm gonna just kind of get that goodness in there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it in the sink because we're gonna clean that up here in a little bit. Oh, you hear it? Turned off. Okay, let me put this back here. So for now, I'm just gonna put it in the microwave. Back over here in the microwave. Okay, and at this point, I need to get ready for the next round, which is going to be the steak picanha. And it's going to be the first time yours truly is going to be cooking a steak picanha this way. Iron skillet on an induction burner. So, well, if I bone it up, I bone it up. If I don't, I'll tell you either way. But the main thing that I am hoping happens is because I can control the heat, I can make some adjustments on the fly, get it to the right cooking temperature that I need it to be. And then the key thing after that is to make sure that I rest the steak. Okay? Because I think I saw one of those YouTube whatever deals where someone had mentioned or could do a comparison as to when they're cooking steaks, that you have to make sure that you rest it, okay? Because if you don't, it doesn't evenly cook inside, and next thing you know, you have a steak that, well, it's been maybe over or undercooked in places. Okay, let's go ahead and put that on there. It still says hot, even though it's off. Okay. See, it's how it's warning me. All right, but it's still good. And the next thing that we're going to do is get ready to prep the steak picanha. Okay. All right. Let me just take a look at what we got here. Okay. So I've got several. This is one that's kind of tiny right here. I'm gonna probably go with this one and that one first because, you know, it's a test. I might as well go with the small pieces first before we go with the bigger pieces. Okay. And then let's see. I think I do need to see what else I got here. Okay. So it was seasoned with salt and pepper. That was it. Salt and pepper. We let it sit room temperature here, and all we're going to be using is olive oil, some garlic, and then the rosemary. All right, and then we'll be using these little butter deals here to help get everything cooked, because it may take a little bit to get these all cooked, and I think I just want to see if I'm going to get one started, and then we'll cook the rest and go from there. Okay. All right, so let's start out with a small one. So let's go ahead and turn it on. 5.0, 320, bump it up to 370. It's quickly heating up. Oh, big mistake. I should have put some oil in there. Holy cow. All right, and then let's go ahead and throw some of this butter in here. Okay. And you can see how quickly it's going to heat up on me. And let's go ahead and throw some garlic. Okay. And what's nice about the garlic is it gets this nice roasty, crispiness to it. And it really enhances the steak as you're eating it. Okay, you see how quickly that thing is heating up? Okay. So I'm going to bump the temperature up to 400. Okay. We'll get it going. All right. Let's go ahead and get our first steak. We're going to go with the small steak. Right here. Okay. And then while it's doing its thing, let's go grab one of these rosemary. And I'm pretty much just going to let it cook on one side. Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 1 minute. It's got Alexa, so we might as well take advantage of that. Okay. I got it at 400. I'm going to keep it at 400 for now. It can go all the way up to 460, but I don't really want to go that high, that fast at this point. Oh, look at that buttery goodness and that smell. It's smelling good. Okay, I think I started a little bit too soon or I'd already been cooking for a little bit, so let me check how long it's been there. Alexa, how much is left on my timer? Alexa, how much is left on my timer? Oh, it's time. Alexa, off. Let's flip it. Okay. Got a real nice fat cap on there. And the key thing that it says to do is make sure you let it rest. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to let it cook on this side real quick. Okay. That rosemary and that mix of garlic is just really making my taste buds go nuts right now. Okay, I'm gonna drop the temperature down to 300. At this point, I'm just gonna let it kind of mix in those juices, and I'm just gonna keep flipping it. And oh yeah, I would say that's rare right now. But we're gonna let it sit and get to medium rare. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down just a little bit more, 280. I'm not gonna have you see us cook the rest of these. What we're gonna do is just really show you that we can do it with this thing, and well, hopefully it came out good. Right now, I'm pretty confident that this is going to come out really good. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me go get a platter or whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. It's off now, just the fan is going. At this point, I'm just gonna put it on here, and we're gonna make sure we're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, and then while that's doing its thing, normally I would start cooking again the next one, but at this point, I mainly want to make sure that we did it right before I go on to the next one. So while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and clean out this. Okay. Pretty much just going to clean it out so that we can get ready for the next steak. Okay, you can hear the fan turned off. Okay. And there we go. Let it sit there real quick. I'm just going to do a quick rinse off. They say you can use salt and just kind of rub it on there to get it to get it clean. I do a little bit of soap, just a little bit, but you do have to make sure you coat it with a light coating of oil, because if you don't, it will rust on you, and you don't want to do that. You don't want a rusty cast iron skillet. Okay. Let me go ahead and clean this off. All right, and then I'm just going to recap what we did today, and maybe that might pique your interest in getting yourself your own induction burner and iron skillet, and just seeing what you can cook with it. Okay. Go ahead and clear this out. All right, almost there. I just want to wipe this down because I'm prepping it for the next steak. Okay. And while we're waiting, I did want to show you the stir fry that we cooked this style. All right, there's the stir fry. Okay, you can see now that the broccoli has still got some crispiness to it, but it's not as well. It's cooked, but it's not really soggy either, because I really don't want it soggy. Okay, and well, I'm gonna have to just taste one just in case. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah. It's very good. Very tasty. Okay, so very tasty. we're just waiting now for the steak. What I want to do is just wait before I end the stream. I want to show you how it ended up. So basically cooked it 1 minute each side, and then dropped the temperature and just kept flipping it for about maybe another 3-4 minutes. Doesn't take long. The picanha, if you overcook it, has a really toughness to it, versus if you cook it medium rare, you're gonna get you a good piece of meat or a good dinner with it. Alexa, how much is left of my timer?
You have 1 minute left on your 5
One more minute. All right, 1 more minute. All right, so while we're there, let me have another, adult grape juice. And oh, by the way, the adult grape juice container deal I'm using is one of these ones that you can kind of do this, and it's one I can take camping, hanging out at the beach, and yeah, it's not an issue. Okay, let's go ahead and pour myself a little right there. Oh, tasty, tasty. All right. So let's see how much is left. Alexa, how much is left of my timer?
You have 10 seconds left on your 5 minute
10
timer.
seconds. All right. Ten seconds. Got my handy dandy carbon. Alexa, off. High carbon steel knife. And let me go grab something to cut with. Okay, let's make a little room here, and let's see how good this turned out. Okay, now I'm gonna move it over here. Okay, all right, let's see how good it turned out. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this is I'd say medium rare, if not rare, depending on how far you want to go. Okay, in this case I am going with rare. Okay, and oh, wow, that is tasty. It's got a lot of flavor. And with just salt and pepper. I'm just tasting it. We got all those other ones to do. Oh, man. So I guess technically I probably could have let it go another 5, maybe another 2-3 minutes, and I could get it to medium rare, if not medium. But oh, this is tasting good. That's very good, man. All right, I'm sold. Love this way of cooking, induction burner style. All right. Well, I appreciate all you guys joining today. We got these other ones I got to cook here, but it'll be cooked in short order. But bottom line, hey, stay tuned for more. I'm sure I'm going to be doing some more of these. What's for dinner? Or what we're cooking for dinner? One of those videos. All right. Thanks for joining. Take care.